Guys, the first one on our February GPP work is going to be jump rope, alright? Guys, everybody should know how to jump rope, alright? It's great for timing, it's great for conditioning. Alright, if you're having trouble jump roping, you're gonna move them both to one hand, okay? So then you can work on timing and work on your wrist action. So right here, you can get the timing. When it hits the ground, jump, okay? And then it's not gonna hit your feet, it's not gonna trip you up. You should be able to go for a minute straight. After that, if this is too tough, even working that way with them both in one hand, you can find a wall or just out in the open, all right, and reach up and tap, okay? We call that a tip drill. All right, guys, if you got any questions, this is the first exercise. We're gonna do that for a minute straight.
Hey guys, the second exercise in the GPP this month is gonna be a Husfel Stone carry. Okay, so what we're gonna do for this is we're gonna squat nice and low, get a good base. Okay, we're gonna put our chin right on top of the stone. We wanna get the stone right into the crevice of our bicep and our forearm. Okay, from here we're gonna lift it straight up. What we wanna do is we wanna get a nice little bend in our back. Okay, we don't wanna be super extended like this, just right here, so it's sitting on that chest. Okay, we're gonna take this down 25 yards and bring it back. If the Husfel Stone is too heavy for you, our next regression right here is a sandbag. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna clean it up here. Okay, we wanna drive our elbows up the whole time, just like if you're doing a front squat. Okay, so our elbows are here, not here. Nice and high. Okay guys, last one. If that's still too heavy, what we wanna do is grab a heavy dumbbell and just hold it right here on our chest. Okay? If you're at home and doing this, anything works, okay? Just find a heavy object, even if it's just your laundry. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Guys, the third exercise in our conditioning for this month of February is going to be a barbell overhead carry, or an overhead carry in general. Alright, so we're going to take you through a couple regressions, starting with the toughest. Alright, it's going to be right here. Alright, barbell overhead, wrists are locked, my shoulders and upper back are squeezed back together, my rib cage is down. What we don't want to see is this or this as you're walking. So nice and tight upper back. All right, elbows locked, wrists locked, rib cage down, and then you walk from there. Okay, guys, make sure if you're turning, all right, you come to a full stop before you continue walking. If you're going in shorter distances, like on a driveway, or if you're turning around at 25 yards in here, all right, it would be better to just go 50 yards straight ahead. All right, after that, guys, we got the kettlebell. Okay. So the harder one would be with the bell pointed straight up. All right, this is going to create a lot of stabilization you need to maintain. All right, so the kettlebell goes straight up, rib cage is locked in, elbow is locked out. I'm walking forward. Make sure you even the distances. If you're going 50 yards to the right, you go 50 yards to the left. Okay. All right. The next would be take that same kettlebell or a heavier one. All right. And right here, the bell goes on the other side of your wrist. All right. It requires less stabilization out of my shoulder. Be a little bit easier to maintain that locked position. Rib cage down again, okay? Elbow stays locked. The last one will be double hands with the plate, all right? You're gonna be a little bit more narrow, and you're gonna keep the plate above your head. Same thing, squeeze my upper back, lock my elbows, okay? Rib cage is down. Don't let your shoulders shrug up to your ears. Rib cage stays down, and I'm walking with this one, okay? Guys, if you're having really a tough time locking your elbows, keeping your arms above your head, you could go with no weight, guys, or really light dumbbells above your head. All right, just working on that scapular mobility. So guys, this is the regression for the overhead carry. If you got any questions, ask us.
All right, guys, the fourth exercise in the February GPP is a pull-up. Okay, so what we're gonna do, depending on how you like your grip, you can set up any way you want. We can go underhand like this, overhand, or neutral grip. Just for this video, I'm going to go overhand. Okay, what we want to make sure we're doing is we're starting in a long position. Okay, I'm not starting bent from this position here. We're going to pull up, make sure our chin gets up over this bar. Okay, come all the way back down, right back up again. Okay, if you're having a little bit of an issue with this, but you still feel like you can do the pull-up, it's okay to swing a little bit. Okay, so bring those knees up. What we don't want to see though is that. We don't want a full flop. Okay. If you're having too hard of a time with that, you're unable to pull yourself up, what we're going to do is we're going to slide a band over the top. We're going to take this band, pull it down, hook it on our knee. Okay? This is going to give us a little bit extra. So now if you're here, this band's going to help you up. You're going to get a quick boost. Okay? Come back down. If you still can't get that, which is okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do negative. So what I want you to do is grab my arm like this. We're gonna jump up, get a good hold, and then as you go, you're gonna start to drop. Okay, fight that drop for as long as you can, and then we're gonna do as many reps as you can while still holding up there for at least 3 seconds.
Guys, the last exercise we're gonna do, all right, we're gonna do this for time in a minute, is a rollout, guys. This is for your abs and for your lats, okay? So there's a couple things we'll show you. You can start on a barbell. It's gonna be pretty tough with the arms wide. It's gonna require more strength out of the lats. So we're gonna go right here, okay? First thing I want you guys to do is tuck your tail, all right? You want a posterior pelvic tilt, okay? Required by squeezing your abs, guys. I'm pulling my abs closer from my hip bone to my rib cage, okay? This is gonna keep any shear force from my lower back. So if you're feeling any pain, you know that's probably where you're going wrong. You're not getting enough tuck on that tail. All right, from here I'm gonna roll out as far as I can, all right? And back up, all right? I'm gonna work to maintain this position the whole time. All right, what we don't wanna see is this coming back up. That's where you're gonna start to feel some pain, okay? The barbell's too tough, guys. What we're gonna do next, you can use a rollout, all right? A little bit more narrow, it's gonna help you out a little bit. Same thing, okay? Tuck the tail, roll out as far as you can while it's still being able to get back. You can also use a stop. A plate would work, a box, anything to stop you as a backboard and come back up so you still keep that tension in your abs, okay guys? So the barbell, the ab wheel works just the same, all right? Tuck the tail, roll out as far as you can, back up, okay? Maintain that position. Lastly, if you're at home, you don't have a barbell, you don't have an ab wheel, all right? Or you're still struggling to keep that position, what we'll do is put our hands on the ground, all right? We're gonna start with that tail tucked position. We're gonna walk out as far as we can, okay? We would call this a long lever plank if we were up in the air. But we're gonna walk out until we're nice and tight. Our abs are nice and tight, okay? Our butt is tucked underneath. This is about as far as I think I can go. And I'm gonna walk myself back up, okay? As you increase competency with this exercise, you can walk out a little bit faster. Once you feel like you can get to where you can walk out really, really far, all right, and come back up, I would say go ahead and progress into the ab wheel. Guys, this is the last exercise in GPP for February. Hope you enjoy it.